So the Run Across Palestine began today, this morning, in Atawani, the village in the South Hebron Hills where some folks live in caves and which borders two Israeli settlements.
All right, ready to do it? Yes. I think I have to tell you, it's really just the last night. We've been receiving so many emails of support and solidarity from New York, from San Francisco, from France, from the UK, from Wisconsin, from Michigan, from all over the world. Loads of email in my inbox. Support you, way to go. Everybody is with you. And obviously all of the farmers are so excited for what you've done and what you're doing. We might encounter some barriers, but that's just what we're here for, to break down barriers. We've broken down so many barriers by being here in the first place. And we're helping the farmers overcome barriers that have been placed in their lives.
Let's hear it. Are the runners all ready?
Yeah!
Thank you for showing up. Janine is that way. Let's go!
But 10 kilometers after we left Atawani, the Israeli military stopped the run. The force that's often there to protect settlers wasn't used to seeing a bunch of multinationals and foreigners running down a barren stretch of highway in the West Bank. They stopped us, an argument ensued. It became clear that they had no policy to address ultra-marathoners on these roads. And they told us that if we stuck to the side part of the road and avoided the pavement itself, there would be no arrests.
Anywhere else in the world, we can run right here or walk right here.
But 2 kilometers after the initial stop, Israeli police and the military stopped us again. A force of 15 officers, law enforcement officers, gathered to combat of only about 15 runners, including 3 French activists who we had picked up along the way. A showdown ensued for about an hour and a half that alternated between being tense and comical, farcical, that a military would feel threatened by a bunch of American ultra-marathoners running down the road.
I've run in over 10 countries in the world, and many times for philanthropic reasons, and I'm amazed that for some reason it's illegal to walk or run along the side of the road. So it really goes to show the situation here. It's a completely safe environment. I feel completely safe. The only place that I feel threatened is by the military.
Ultimately, Run Across Palestine supporter Nasser Abu Fatah and 2 French activists were detained and arrested by the Israeli military and police. They've been released since, were released later today. But ultimately the runners resumed the first day of the Run Across Palestine and ran down the hill to finish the day in Beit Umar, the town where we're staying tonight and where the run will begin from tomorrow. After a breather, the runners headed to plant olive trees in an olive orchard with residents from Beit Umar, planting olive trees so they can feed their children and their children's children. But again, once we arrived in the olive groves to help plant olive trees, the Israeli military was there to stop residents of Beit Umar from planting olives. In the end, day 1 of the Run Across Palestine was not a 25-mile day. It was not an ultra-marathon at all. It was a brief run, but spirits are high.
I'm out on bail and I have a court scheduled for June 26. The false charges against me that I have organized an illegal demonstration. Obviously these are false charges because there was no, number 1, there was no demonstration, and number 2, if there is, it's illegal in the Israeli legal code to run. We were not running in Israel. We were running in Palestine, and the Israeli legal code does not apply in Palestine. So we will take up these charges in the future, but I'm happy that you guys continued the run and you planted trees.
We did.
And we're gonna continue planting more trees from here to Jenin.
Yeah!